Well, it's an honor working at Brainerd Lakes Area Community Foundation in that we get to work with people like Mille and help generous folks like her change lives in communities. And she certainly has done that with her generous gifts to the center and the other organizations she supported. And it's going to have a big impact on those organizations in addition to the clients they serve. So we really appreciate generous people like Mille and others like her that make our community an even better place to live.
Brainerd Public Library receives basic funding through our city and our county, as well as the state of Minnesota, and we're very fortunate to have a generous and active Friends group that annually supports providing additional materials and programs to the Brainerd community. However, Mille Gjertson's gift, because it is a big pool of money that's going to be available to us all at once, allows us to really dream big and think about doing something the library hasn't done before, or reaching out to a new group of people. We're going to be working with the library board and all the other library stakeholders to see what we might envision, something completely new thanks to Mille Gjertson's gift. We like to say the library has the ability to transform people's lives. Well, Mille Gjertson's gift is going to be able to transform the library.
Part of Mille's gift, a big part of Mille's gift, went to the foundation, and that foundation is an ongoing legacy, an ongoing gift to the mission and ministry of the church. Mille's money will be put to work in this community for many, many years, and that is just such a cool thing to think about, that decades after she's gone, after her physical presence is gone, that we'll be able to count on some of those funds to support the work of the church. When your hearing goes, it's hard to be part of the group. It's hard to feel included, and so I see that as Mille's ministry of her money is a ministry that is bringing people together and kind of bringing people back into the fold who maybe aren't able at the moment to fully participate because it's hard for them to hear, or hard for them to be engaged. We have 2 boilers and a furnace. It takes a lot to keep this place warm in the winter. It's been time to replace that system for a long time. 2 things that does that I think Mille would be proud of. The first one is that it just flat out will keep people warm. Mille was often cold, and so I think she would appreciate knowing that folks can come to church and be comfortable, that groups that use the space can come and be comfortable. But then the other piece is that it's a more efficient system, and so we'll be using less energy. And Mille, as an environmentalist and a conservationist, I know that that's something that's important in her heart to protect our planet and to care for the environment. It seemed a little fitting that the money that she contributed to the church was more behind the scenes things, but that things that had a huge or are having a huge impact.
I unfortunately never had the opportunity to meet Mille as the executive director of the Arboretum. But I love what her legacy has done for this community and the partnerships that she had in this community. Her gift has really allowed us to continue to grow the mission of the Arboretum, education, recreation, and conservation. We're especially applying the gift that she gave us to conservation to be better stewards of what we already have, such as upgrading the electricity and heating systems so that our buildings are much more efficient, that we're not wasting money every month having inefficient systems. She's also allowed us to upgrade a lot of our machinery so that we are able to take care of the land a lot better. We're going to use a part of her money to put an elevator in our visitor center so that it's accessible to everyone. We can't make all 700 acres of the Arb accessible, but we can make that visitor center accessible to everyone.
Mille was passionate about the center, both from a volunteer standpoint and a financial standpoint. Over the years, as we did various fundraising projects, whether it was a parking lot, whether it was workout rooms, Mille supported our fundraising causes. So when Mille passed and her family had set up a trust and left us a significant donation from that, it's instrumental. Mille definitely has given our legacy fund a flight of its own. We've had a legacy fund for maybe about 10 years, And people have donated towards that over the past 10 years. And each donation has been significant, but Mille's definitely gives us a substantial amount so that we can do projects from the interest if we so choose. And it definitely gives us a balance that I never thought I would see in my tenure here. So we thank her for her passion for the center, and we look forward to the future that it ensures a place like this will be here for the aging in our community for years to come.
Mille Gjertson came to our attention a couple of years ago. She reached out to the Friends of Nisswa Lake Park with an idea, and we received that idea, and we grabbed hold of Mille and gave her a hug and did what we can to see her vision in helping us. So we brought her donation to the city, and the city said, great, how can we help? They also approved to match her initial donation of $35,000 for a $70,000 amount. And when Mille saw the progress that was made with her initial donation, she came back to the Friends of Nisswa Lake Park and said, what's next? What's next on your priority list? What else can I help you with? And she again donated an additional $50,000 to help build our picnic pavilion. On top of the pavilion, it was also picnic tables, garbage cans, benches, barbecue stands, everything that makes a park a park. And it was because of Mille and her thoughtfulness to reach out to us to create this park that we have for the public now.